So, for my third episode of my journey to vlogging, the topic I want to discuss is insecurities. So, the biggest thing or the biggest change automatically that I notice is you're talking to yourself at a video camera, assumingly by yourself or in public, and the world is here to see you just basically talking to yourself. It's rather an awkward, but also it makes you rather insecure because when you think about it, oh, how do I look or how do I sound on camera? Because I mean, everyone sounds differently than they actually think they do on video, but also how they look. And that's the biggest concern because then people worry about what they wear, how they speak, and what they do. And watching back over my two other episodes, it's kind of weird to hear myself, but also the fact to see how I talk and then hear how I actually have like a little stutter or I mispronounce or don't pronounce properly. So it kind of makes you conscious of a lot of things that you're not really aware of, and then you want to change it. I mean, it could be for a positive or negative change, but it does make you more aware of yourself. So the insecurity that A, how do I look? B, what do I wear? I mean, I'm wearing a tank top, and I don't really wear tank tops, but for the sake of this vlog, I decided not to really care. But for most guys, it's rather a touchy subject because if you're not strong enough, or don't look good, or I mean, everyone's self-conscious to an extent, that is, and also in the bad video quality. I mean, it's just very awkward. So, how do you present yourself in front of the video camera versus how you actually are in the real life? And I'm still filming on my iMac video camera, which is terrible quality. You can see the noise everywhere, like the little dots, and it's pretty bad. So, I mean, as we go on, I'm going to upgrade to my DSLR camera that I own. But for the sake of the video, I wore a tank top as well as I allow this to occur. Terrible quality. Just that you shouldn't really be self-conscious. I mean, you want to discuss your ideas properly, and the message is a lot more than the visual. I mean, on top of that, I want to discuss how verbal communication and narration over words put it onto a YouTube video. For some reason, when someone speaks to the camera, like I'm doing now, I get the message across a lot more than if I were to read it on the screen that was going up and down like a Star Wars thing or down to up, which is Star Wars style. But I mean, you have to eventually become comfortable with yourself, listening to yourself, looking at yourself. I mean, you always can change and edit things, but as of now, I'm going more of the organic style and just speaking to a camera continuously, not editing anything. So all my flaws, mistakes are pretty evident, but that's a kind of the purpose. This is the very beginning of my journey to vlogging, and everyone makes mistakes, everyone edits, and it's very synthetic to an extent. I mean, some more so than others, but everyone has these insecurities, and you have to kind of get past them to vlog. I mean, we understand, or vloggers understand their flaws, but they don't let them weigh them down. They just keep going through it. And yes, then arises the haters or people love them, and that usually either boosts or decreases their ego or confidence. But at the end of the day, as long as you're comfortable with yourself and you're comfortable with how you speak and say, like, it doesn't really matter. You just do it for yourself. And this is what this vlog is. Whether it's for me in the future or other people eventually watch, in the end of the day, it's helping me grow as a person. So I don't really mind any criticism or praise. It's something that is natural, I guess, and you have to kind of live with. So prior to my last one, or discussing my last one, planning. So this skit was not necessarily planned from beginning to end. However, the idea was established and the general points were specifically hit. So it is important to keep content in mind when you actually talk to a camera because you don't want an aimless conversation. You want a beginning, middle, end, like a little arc, a story arc, and everything. like that. Um, but then again, you also shouldn't read off a skit and kind of seem like it's robotic to sense. It should be organic. It should be natural. Let's put it that way. So this is my third vlog, and the thing that you should focus on, that along with the content in which you produce, how natural you are to talk to the camera. You have to get through your insecurities, and you have to get past the planning phases. Like, I dress properly today, and I will speak like this. It should be planned, that it's kind of like the rough outline of what you want to speak, but then you speak naturally. But also, you wear stuff that you were wearing that day. You don't change specifically to talk to a camera. I mean, you could, but then again, that's very synthetic because you're only showing the world what you want them to see. So, this is my third vlog. Hope you enjoy and have a nice day.